Sayonara Wild Hearts is, without a doubt, the most aesthetically exhilarating game that I have ever had the pleasure of playing. Anyone even vaguely familiar with me or my channel should be well aware of the fact that I have a bit of a thing for blues and purples and pinks, and that is, effectively, the entire color palette of this game, with a few added splashes of some yellows and oranges for flavor. Underneath all of that color are beautifully designed settings ranging from a sprawling cityscape to a lush forest to a barren desert, which, by the way, has you drifting around in the hot pink muscle car, which is pretty fucking rad. If I were to use 3 words to describe the aesthetic of this game, they would be Retrowave, Cyberpunk, and Pop. Contained with all of this aesthetic beauty is gameplay that some have described as akin to Rez. To put it in a nice nutshell, Sayonara Wild Hearts effectively plays like one of those classic runner games with some occasional shoot 'em up and rhythm game elements thrown in so the main gameplay doesn't get too stale. Of course, any game touting any measure of rhythm game elements should probably have at least a fairly decent soundtrack, and this one is... Yeah, I guess it's pretty okay. It is probably worth mentioning that, as might be expected of its cheaper price tag, the main portion of the game is quite short, easily completed within a single sitting, but the game makes up for this by having every single level score you. After playing through the entirety of the game, you then have the ability to go through every level on its own to attain a gold rank, which apparently unlocks something in the extras menu. I have not gotten that far yet. Tying all of these elements together is the basic framework of a story told at the start and end of the game in the form of expository narration performed by... let me check my notes. Queen Latifah?
Not long ago, in a town much like yours, there was a young woman who was very happy.
Sure, that's cool. She does a good job. Anyway, there's not a whole lot of actual plot contained within the game, so anyone that might be looking for a deep and complex story to sink their teeth into might end up a little bit disappointed. That being said, what little narrative there is to the game has the chance to pack quite the weighty emotional punch, or at least touch you right in the feels a little bit. I found myself quite emotional by the end as it's revealed what the purpose of the protagonist's journey actually is. All in all, Sayonara Wild Hearts is an experience that I would recommend to pretty much anyone, as long as they're okay with a relatively short experience. The amount of care and effort and work put into this game is clear just from looking at the first few minutes of the game, so massive congratulations should be sent out to Simogo for creating such a profoundly gorgeous game, especially when the aesthetics of their previous games were a lot more dark and dour. Go pick this one up. Do it now. You can pick it up on PS4, Switch, and Apple Arcade, I guess? It's a damn cool video game.